Now this is a strange scene. It doesn't look like I'm going to the gym. I'm dressed in plain clothes. Well, no, I have worn this t-shirt before. Anyways, um, but yesterday I said that I was going to be doing another early morning lift, but that didn't pan out. I went to bed pretty late last night. I was fucking exhausted. Um, but I went in, picked up a little overtime at work, just got off, and now we are headed straight to the gym. So I got my pre-workout with me. Haven't drank it yet. I'm probably just going to wait until I get to the gym, and then I'll chug that along with some more water and just kind of sit here for a minute, gather my thoughts. But I am kind of tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm still a little groggy from this morning, and then I was pretty busy at work. It was about 5.5 hours of overtime, but I was on my feet for a majority of it, doing all types of experiments in lab science, mumbo jumbo, nothing important for you guys to hear. But I did take the time to eat lunch earlier, and I made sure to stay very well hydrated. So in the realm of the gym preparation triarchy, that was badass. I just saw a crow doing some sort of weird jump. He was like jumping, and I think he was doing a mating dance. That was kind of fucking cool. But in the gym preparation triarchy, I am well hydrated. So I brought this Hydro Flask with me, and I pretty much drank all of it. But it's filled with this electrolyte mix. It doesn't taste great. I'm not gonna lie to you. It kind of tastes like ass. But at this point, what am I gonna do? So I'd like to say that I'm pretty well hydrated. I am as carbed up as I can be, on a cut. I've got about 30 grams of carbs in my system. So not too shabby. And then, of course, with the well-restedness, I'm not terribly well-rested. I'm not exhausted by any means, but I'm definitely tired. I'm definitely groggy. Oh man. But I'm positive after, drinking the pre-workout and watching some sort of, Jason Genova, Big Lenny lifting compilation videos, that'll probably, that'll probably eye me up enough, to get a sick chest and side delt day. If you don't know who Jason Genova and Big Lenny are, I want to say look it up, but also maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it's for the best that you stay in the dark on this one. They're just a couple of, they're in the scene of bodybuilding. They're just a little quirky. That's all. But enough about that. Let's discuss the lift real quick. So, chest and side delts. Last chest day, I tinkered around with doing like a wider grip on all of my movements, specifically with the Smith machine bench. And that was an absolute game changer for me. I don't know why I've been doing such a narrow grip for like the last few months. I know I haven't always had such a narrow grip. I don't really know what made me change, and stick to it. But after doing that wider grip, there's something about getting that really deep stretch with your hands out here that just it did it for me. And then pushing up, of course, with my hands being much wider than they were, it kind of takes away less tension on the tricep and actually biases my chest much more than usual. So that little change really did make a good difference for me. The pump was incredible. Everything felt really fucking good. So I'm going to start off today, hopefully, with Smith machine bench press. As long as they're not taken, you know. If not, if all Smith machines are occupied, then, the world is our oyster. We could do a cable press. We could do a hammer strength. A hammer strength press. We could set up a incline free barbell press. My one qualm with doing like a free barbell like incline chest press is it recruits a lot of like stabilizing muscles and accessory muscles and all that, and just the act of balancing it is a lot of strain on the system. I've already got a very limited amount of energy running around because, well, we're on a cut. So it's kind of up to me to be a little more selective with what lifts I do each day, because I need to get more bang for my buck. For example, if I'm doing like squats, like heavy squats, heavy barbell squats, I can't really justify doing that on a cut. Because if I did, after warming up, I load up on the squat rack, and just doing that first set, pushing to failure as heavy as I can go, yeah, it'll fucking decimate my legs. It'll kill my quads. It'll be insane. But after that, I'm going to be so depleted and so weak. I would have exerted myself so much from that the rest of the lift would suffer. I wouldn't really get a lot out of it. So that's my reasoning behind my selectiveness and why I elect to do more machine-based or cable-based stuff. I'm not saying that I'm correct or like this is the way that you do it. If you're on a cut, you should only, no. That's what I prefer. That's what works best for me. If you're on a cut and your favorite thing in the world is squats, and you can't imagine your life without doing squats every single leg day, do it, dude. That's all you. Like, it's not gonna hurt you to do them, but it's also not gonna impair you if you don't, you know? But, oh man, I've got like a hair in my eye. But that's kind of my reasoning behind all of this. So, Smith machine press probably to start, followed by, I really like oh, that's fucking cool. There's a new Ford Transit van next to me. You know what they look like. But it belongs to a Volkswagen dealership, so they have this skin on it that makes it look like an old school VW van. That's pretty fucking cool. Anyhow, I'm a big fan of that setup that I did on the cable machine. It kind of mimics a pec deck, because my gym just doesn't have a modern pec deck. We have some really old rinky-dink ones that don't really work for my like clavicles. So setting up on that would be pretty good. Definitely going to incorporate some of that. We'll probably do some sort of machine press afterward, followed by some sort of other fly. Ooh, I'm speeding, and there's a cop just waiting right there. I don't know why that country accent came out. Anyhow, after that, we're going to do some lateral raises. Just every type of variety of lateral raise. Dumbbell, cable. Yeah, dumbbell or cable. Oh, there's a machine lateral raise as well, but the ones that we have, I'm not a big fan of. But we'll see. We got so much to do. We got so many options, and we got all the time in the world to do it. So, I'm going to decompress for a little bit, wake up a bit, try to forget about work, and I'll see you guys when I'm in there.
All right. That's it. Okay. I'm getting scared.
All right. The chest portion of today is done. And I think the pump speaks for itself. Oh my God. That is some beautiful cleavage. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's got to be double D's at least. Ah, man. I didn't get to record a lot of these sets just because they're kind of in awkward areas, and I'd hate to get somebody in the background that didn't want to be a part of it. But, holy shit. That was great. The one gripe I have with this new, wider grip on my pressing is I'm not strong. I'm not as strong with that. With the closer grip, I could squeeze out like a good 8 to 10-ish reps with 225. But man, with this wider grip, it's a lot harder, which is good. It just means that this change was very necessary, and it'll benefit a lot when I, start bulking in the far future, whenever that happens. But let me get. Oh boy. I'm telling you guys, the pump looks beautiful. The lighting is kind of rough, and then honestly, the brim of my hat probably covers a lot of it with shadow, but whatever. But now the chest is done, we get to move on to shoulders, and I fucking love shoulders in this shirt because shit, man, you can kind of see everything. So the pose down of the shoulders, I think, is going to be a little more impressive. But whew, that was a really good chest day. I fucking love it. But let's go get some shoulders done, huh? All right. I don't know if you can tell, but shoulders have been annihilated. Let's see. Oh my God. Like, I can barely lift my arms up. Holy shit. So, I only ended up doing like 6 or 7 sets of various lateral raises, and that's really all it takes. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Oh, man. How does that look? You tell me, does it look like I got boulders on the tops of my shoulders, or am I still a long way away? What do you think? One more. Let me really exhale, because I saw a cool vein pop up right here. So I think if I breathe right, I could probably get that to pop. That'd be a perfect thumbnail. So give me a second. It's also tilting. The world is not ending yet. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, I almost passed out. I almost passed out doing that. Holy shit. But for the sake of the video, for the sake of the viewer, I have to do it. But shit, that was a beautiful chest and shoulder day. I really can't complain, to be honest. I don't know what I would change. I don't know. I could have done one more Smith machine set, like maybe, but I'm really pleased with today. I'm very pleased with today's lift. So I'm gonna shower up, and I'll catch you guys in the car.
Now that was a wonderful chest and shoulder day. I've still got a pump going. I wasn't able to shower or anything because cleaning ladies are here. They're waiting to use the locker room they're waiting to clean everything down, and I didn't want to make them wait 30 minutes, so I am, unfortunately a little ripe right now, and I've got to pop by Petco to get some cat food, or food for the cat. My boy Clay is eating me out of house and home. He's got a big appetite. He has no problem picking up the fork. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people that do have that problem, picking up the fork. Isn't that a good segue? No, I just wanted to discuss cutting and bulking. So from my side of things, I've never really had a problem picking up the fork. I have always had like a really big appetite my entire life, hence why I'm a fat boy who has to cut for a very, very long time. Um, and that's just something that varies from person to person. Um, I do think if you train like consistently and you train with the proper intensity, like you're really fucking pushing yourself, I think that'll open up your appetite a little bit. If you're prone to being a little peckish, you don't have that big of an appetite, I think putting your body into such a like exhausted state is going to make you want to eat a little more. Uh, but of course, that's not the end all be all. I mean, at the end of the day, people are going to have a problem bulking. Um, and it's just, a matter of, it's hard for me to talk about, oh my God. Sorry, my like fucking camera thing is falling. Uh, it's difficult for me to talk on bulking because I never had a problem with it. Um, albeit I never did when I bulked, I shouldn't have bulked. I was already too soft. I was in the 30% body fat range. Like, there's no reason for me to bulk. I needed to cut. I learned my lesson, and I'm paying for it right now by cutting. Um, and for me, I've been fat like my entire life. Um, in fact, the last time that I was in the like, they call it Wonderland, uh, people that are trying to lose weight. Like the last time that I was in the 100s was 8th grade. I remember in 8th grade, I weighed 184 pounds. All right. I was a big fucking boy. And that's not because of like height or musculature. I was just fat. Uh, so it's been a very fucking long time since I've weighed, anything like that. In fact, right now I'm at about 216. I haven't weighed 216 since fucking high school, which was back in 2017. So point being, I'm the type that struggles with cutting. I I have such a big appetite, and it's you know, difficult to explain why. It's just something that you could call it a blessing, you could call it a curse. But, I've got to pay for it, but I will benefit from this a lot once I get down to a very low body fat. Once I'm at the point where I'm ready to bulk again, it's going to pay off in dividends. I'm going to be excellent when it comes to like properly bulking. Holy shit, man. Ugh. I don't know. I think it's the heat that's making this adhesive fall or something. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times I fucking tape this thing down. But, uh, for those of you that are trying to cut like me, if you're a bigger boy, you've got a big appetite, the thing that's kind of helped me keep going, especially like at times when I have like very heavy hunger pangs, is the longer that you're hungry and the longer and more intense those hunger pangs are, the more body fat you're burning. At least scientifically speaking, I don't know if that's the case. But that's what I tell myself. And that kind of like, it hypes me up. It motivates me to kind of endure for longer. Ugh. That, and also like, I'm just super passionate about it. I fucking love bodybuilding. But like, my curse is that I don't look, fuck me. I don't look like a bodybuilder yet because I'm too heavy. So it's like a insatiable drive to keep pushing to be recognized as, a bodybuilder. Like I want to be able to tell people, hey, yeah, I'm a bodybuilder, and them go, yeah, I could fucking tell. Instead of like what I imagine current day would be, I tell somebody, hey, I'm a bodybuilder. And they're like, yeah, and I'm an Olympic athlete. You know what I mean? I'm sure that's not the case. That's a lot of just my own insecurities kind of peeking through. But, that's why we're at it. That's why we're grinding this shit out. Damn, bro is sagging. Holy shit, I could see his cheeks, bro. That's crazy. Well, anyhow, I'm pulling up to Petco now. Gonna pick up some cat food. And you know what? I might pick myself up a little protein treat. Maybe I'll get a bone or something for myself. But we got back tomorrow morning. So look forward to that. I apologize for the messiness of today's video. But, I pump out what I can. The most important thing is that I actually, have a good lift. The video is kind of an afterthought for me. I don't go to the gym to record these videos. I record these videos as a fun little added treat for me. So I will catch you guys tomorrow.